ever looked at your birth chart and wondered why there are so many planets? Most people know their zodiac sign. Some people know their moon sign. But then they pull up their birth chart and suddenly they're staring at Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. It can feel overwhelming. The good news, astrology becomes much easier once you understand what each planet represents. Think of the planets as a character in your story. Each one governs a different area of your personality, experiences, and life journey. Today, we're breaking down every major planet in astrology and what it means in your birth chart. Let's begin with the two most important placements. The Sun, your core identity. The Sun represents identity, purpose, confidence, self expression. Your sun sign reflects who you are at your core and the qualities you're growing into throughout your life. It's the energy that helps you shine. Questions the sun can answer: who am I? What motivates me? How do I express my authentic self? The sun is often considered the main character of your birth chart. The moon, your emotional world. The moon represents emotions, intuition, inner needs, comfort, and security. Your moon sign reveals how you process feelings and what helps you feel emotionally safe. Questions the moon answers: how do I handle emotions? What do I need to feel secure? What happens when I'm vulnerable? The moon often describes the version of ourselves that other people don't always see. Mercury, how you think and communicate. Mercury represents learning, communication, thinking, expression. Mercury influences how you process information and share ideas. Questions Mercury answers: how do I communicate? How do I learn best? How do I solve problems? Someone with Mercury in Gemini may love conversation and variety. Someone with Mercury in Capricorn may prefer practical and structured communication. Venus, love, beauty, and values. Venus represents relationships, beauty, values, pleasure. Venus reveals what you enjoy and how you connect with others. Questions Venus answers: what am I attracted to? How do I express affection? What do I value most? Venus doesn't just describe romantic relationships, it also influences friendships, creativity, aesthetics, and self worth. Mars, motivation and action. Mars represents drive, ambition, action, determination. Mars reveals how you pursue what you want. Questions Mars answers: how do I take action? What motivates me? How do I handle conflict? Mars is your inner engine. It's the planet that helps turn ideas into action. Jupiter, growth and expansion. Jupiter represents opportunity, learning, exploration, abundance. Jupiter is often called the planet of growth and expansion. Questions Jupiter answers: where do I experience growth? How do I expand my horizons? What brings meaning into my life? Jupiter encourages us to dream bigger and explore new possibilities. Saturn, lessons and responsibility. Saturn represents discipline, life lessons, responsibility, mastery. Saturn often gets a bad reputation, but it's one of the most important planets in astrology. Question Saturn answers: where am I being challenged to grow? What requires patience? What am I meant to master? Saturn teaches long-term growth rather than quick rewards. Uranus, freedom and change. Uranus represents innovation, change, independence, and reinvention. Uranus encourages us to think differently and embrace change. Questions Uranus answers: where do I crave freedom? How do I challenge the status quo? Where might unexpected changes occur? Uranus often brings surprises and breakthroughs. Neptune, dreams and intuition. Neptune represents spirituality, imagination, inspiration, compassion. Neptune governs our dreams, intuition, and connection to the unseen. Questions Neptune answers: where do I feel inspired? How do I connect spiritually? What fuels my imagination? Neptune can be magical, but it can also blur boundaries if we're not careful. Pluto, transformation and renewal. Pluto represents transformation, rebirth, empowerment, evolution. Pluto is often associated with deep personal growth and change. Questions Pluto answers: where am I transforming? What am I being asked to release? How do I reclaim my power? Pluto energy can be intense, but it often leads to profound growth. How the planets all work together. One of the most important things to understand is that no planet works alone. Your birth chart is a conversation between all of these energies. For example, your Venus may describe what you want in relationships. Your Mars may describe how you pursue relationships. And your Moon may reveal what you need emotionally within those relationships. The magic of astrology comes from understanding how all these pieces interact. A simple way to remember them: the sun is who you are, the moon, how you feel, Mercury, how you think, Venus, how you love, Mars, how you act, Jupiter, how you grow, Saturn, what you learn, Uranus, how you change, Neptune, what you dream, and Pluto, how you transform. If you're just starting your astrology journey, don't feel like you need to memorize everything at once. Start with understanding your Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Mars placements. Those 5 planets alone can reveal a tremendous amount about your personality and experiences. As you continue learning, you'll begin to see how every planet contributes to the story of your chart. I'd love to know which planetary placement you're most curious about. Let me know in the comments below. And if you'd like help understanding your unique birth chart, I offer Cosmic Snapshot birth chart readings through Wildflowers and Moonlight. Until next time, stay curious, trust your intuition, and remember, every planet has a story to tell, and together, they're telling yours.